Tulsa King and Chicago Fire stars join KJ Appa's Jimmy Stewart biopic. Jimmy, the upcoming biopic of Hollywood legend Jimmy Stewart, has kicked off production. The film, which will star Riverdale's KJ Appa as Stewart, is now filming in Ireland and has now added several more cast members. They include Neil McDonough, Yellowstone, and Christopher McDonald, Happy Gilmore. Says director Aaron Burns, "Being in Ireland allows us to have the feel of England in the 1940s, and with our beautiful costumes and sets, I feel like we've stepped back into Jimmy Stewart's world." The film will follow Stewart, who was already an established Hollywood leading man, as he signs up to fight in World War II. Stewart would fly a number of combat missions as a pilot, before returning home to film one of his most enduring films, It's a Wonderful Life. McDonough will star as his father, Alexander, while McDonald will play fellow Golden Age star Lionel Barrymore, who played Mr. Potter in It's a Wonderful Life. Also joining the cast are Rob Riggle, The Daily Show, as U.S. Army Colonel Terrell, Cara Kilmer, Chicago Fire, as Lady Julia, and Gemma Donovan, Neighbors, as Ginger Rogers, who Stewart dated and starred with in Vivacious Lady. Stewart, famous for his distinctive drawl and everyman persona, was one of the biggest Hollywood stars of the 20th century. In addition to It's a Wonderful Life, which has become a holiday staple, he starred in a wide variety of films, from comedies to dramas to westerns. He was nominated for the Best Actor Academy Award 5 times, and won once for The Philadelphia Story. He was also awarded an honorary Oscar in 1984. His best-remembered films include Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, Harvey, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, Rear Window, Vertigo, The Man Who Knew Too Much, and Anatomy of a Murder. In addition to Appa and the new cast, the film will also star Jason Alexander, Seinfeld, as Louis B. Mayer, the studio boss of MGM, Max Casella, Tulsa King, as It's a Wonderful Life director Frank Capra, Sarah Drew, Grey's Anatomy, as gossip columnist Hedda Hopper, Julian Works, 9-to-11, Lone Star, as Second Lieutenant Martinez, and Jen Lilly, Days of Our Lives, as Jimmy's wife, Gloria Stewart. It will be directed by Burns, Birthright Outlaw, and is written by Justin Strawhand, War Against the Weak. Stewart's daughter, Kelly Stewart Harcourt, is a producer on the film. When news first broke that KJ Appa, best known for his brooding turn as Archie Andrews on Riverdale, would be stepping into the shoes of one of Hollywood's most iconic actors, fans were divided between surprise and excitement. Jimmy Stewart, the embodiment of old-school Americana, with his lopsided smile, soft-spoken drawl, and everyman humility, seemed like a role destined to test Appa's range. But as production gears up, it's becoming clear that this project isn't just about one rising star. With recent casting announcements, the biopic is shaping up to be one of the most ambitious, ensemble-driven portraits of Golden Age Hollywood to hit the screen in years. And now the project has drawn serious firepower. Stars from Tulsa King and Chicago Fire are officially on board, bringing their own intensity and fan bases to the table. A story worth telling. The as-yet untitled film will chart Stewart's unlikely rise from small-town Pennsylvania boy to decorated World War II bomber pilot to Hollywood legend. Far more than just a nostalgic tribute, the film aims to peel back the layers of the man often typecast as America's everyman. Stewart's moral compass and wartime heroics made him an icon, but behind the scenes he wrestled with self-doubt, personal losses, and the complexities of fame. KJ Appa reportedly immersed himself in Stewart's films, particularly Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, It's a Wonderful Life, and The Philadelphia Story in preparation. He also worked with a dialect coach to capture Stewart's distinctive cadence, a blend of drawl and stammer that remains instantly recognizable. But while Appa carries the weight of Stewart's life, the surrounding cast will give the film its heart and grit, from Tulsa King to Tinseltown. According to insiders, one of the standout additions comes from the Tulsa King universe. Andrea Savage, who portrayed Stacy Beale opposite Sylvester Stallone's mob boss Dwight Manfredi, has been cast as Gloria Stewart, Jimmy's fiercely protective sister. Known for her sharp blend of warmth and steel, Savage is expected to provide a grounding presence in the film, offering audiences a glimpse into Stewart's family life and the support system
Garrett
that sustained
Hedlund,
him, who had a memorable arc on Tulsa King as Mitch Keller, is stepping into the shoes of Stewart's wartime comrade. Hedlund will portray a composite character based on Stewart's fellow bomber pilots, highlighting the harrowing missions Stewart flew over Europe. This storyline is rumored to be one of the film's emotional anchors, contrasting the glamour of Hollywood with the terrifying realities of war. A Chicago Fire blaze of talent. The Windy City drama Chicago Fire has also contributed key players to the cast. Taylor Kinney, beloved as Lieutenant Kelly Severide, will portray Frank Capra, the visionary director who helped transform Stewart from a lanky newcomer into a bona fide star. The chemistry between Appa and Kinney is already generating buzz. Insiders say their dynamic crackles on screen, with Capra's commanding presence clashing against Stewart's unassuming charm. Additionally, Miranda Ray Mayo, who has made waves as firefighter Stella Kidd, has been tapped to play Margaret Sullivan, Stewart's early co-star and rumored first love. Their complicated, tender relationship is expected to add depth and nuance to Stewart's story, highlighting the push and pull between career ambition and personal longing. The film's vision. Helming the biopic is director James Gray, Ad Astra Armageddon Time, who has built a career balancing intimate character studies with sweeping visuals. Gray has spoken openly about why Stewart's story resonated with him. Jimmy Stewart wasn't just an actor, he was a mirror for America's soul during the mid-20th century, Gray explained in a press release. He embodied decency, courage, and vulnerability. But he was also a man who carried the weight of the war, who questioned himself deeply, who sometimes felt out of place in the very world that adored him. That paradox is what we want to explore. To capture the Golden Age atmosphere, Gray has enlisted Academy Award-winning cinematographer Linus Sandgren, La La Land, who promises a lush, timeless aesthetic that evokes both the sepia tones of classic Hollywood and the stark realism of wartime Europe. Balancing stardom and humanity. At its core, the biopic isn't just about Jimmy Stewart's films. It's about the man behind the legend. Expect scenes recreating iconic Hollywood moments, such as Stewart's acceptance speech at the Academy Awards, juxtaposed against the grit of bomber missions and the quiet loneliness of hotel rooms on location shoots. The casting of Tulsa King and Chicago Fire stars underscores the filmmaker's commitment to balancing heart, grit, and star power. Andrea Savage's sharp wit, Garrett Hedlund's intensity, Taylor Kinney's charisma, and Miranda Ray Mayo's fire are poised to create an ensemble that lifts Appa rather than overshadowing him. And for Appa, this is more than a role, it's a transformation. Known for his youthful energy, brooding eyes, and pop culture heartthrob status, stepping into Stewart's skin forces him to stretch, capturing humility, resilience, and a kind of quiet power not often asked of young actors today. Fans react. The internet has already exploded with speculation about Appa's performance. Some doubters question whether he can capture Stewart's charm without veering into caricature, while others are thrilled to see him mature beyond his Archie Andrews role. The announcement of Tulsa King and Chicago Fire actors joining the project has tipped the scales for many skeptics, who now view the biopic as a legitimate, heavyweight production rather than a risky experiment. This is the kind of ensemble that could really elevate the material. One fan wrote on X, formerly Twitter. Appa might surprise us all, especially with Taylor Kinney and Andrea Savage backing him up. Others are already anticipating award season buzz, particularly for supporting performances. If Miranda Ray Mayo nails Margaret Sullivan, we could be looking at a breakout star turn, another fan posted.